Welcome all. We have already started our third lesson, that was properties of natural resources. Now we are going to start the next part of it, that is the soil, which was also termed to be as land and also as lithosphere. So what is mean by soil and how is soil formed? We are knowing that thousand of years ago soil was formed and it was somewhere about 2.5 centimeter thick soil was formed. So it requires thousands of years for their formation. What are the ingredients of soils? We are knowing it, they are consisting of rocks. You may also have seen there are the dead organisms such as plants and animals which are formed, which are been there present because of the decomposition process. So what are properties of soil that we will see? Color is an important property of soil. The soil gets its color as a result of several processes. So color of a particular soil is decided by the processes which are taking place to form that soil. The color of the soil near the land surface is darker than the color of the lower layers. If you see the land which is present on the topmost part or the soil which is present on the above part, it is more darker than any other parts or the downward layers. Soil may be different in colors such as black, red, copper, yellow and grey. You can see various colors in soil too. The color of the soil are useful for its classification. Besides, they are indirectly useful in indicating several properties of land. You can also decide their properties depending upon their colors. In this way, the properties of the soil such as its fertility, drainage of water, capacity to hold water becomes clear from its color. We are knowing the fertility of the soil is depending upon the humus. The drainage of the soil. Drainage of the soil means, for example, drainage of water. Drainage of water means how fast that soil is absorbing water. Capacity to hold the water, how long it can hold the water into it. It is totally depending upon its color. The color of the soil depends upon its texture and its organic ingredients as well as chemical ingredients such as iron and lime. Sometimes we are adding upon the fertilizers which can determine the color of the soil. Okay, they have given you three briquettes present over here. The first one, it is filled by sand, second one with the sandy soil and third one with the clay respectively. Okay, then they have started to pour the water and they have seen which of the beaker the water level is more high. You can see the sand, the water level is more high than the sandy soil and the clay. So what you can infer or what you can tell from this? So absorbing part is done by the clay side but not by the sand. Okay, so soil texture means what? Soil contains particles of different sizes. The texture of the soil is determined by the proportion of the particles of various sizes in it. Texture means what? Is it very much like crystalline or it is amorphous type? It is totally defined by the texture of it. Various are the types of the soil and basis of this structure. You have seen the sandy soil which is present on particularly the coastal areas. So sandy soil, the proportion of sand, that is larger particles, is higher in sandy soil. You can see the particles are more higher, more big in it. Water drainage rapidly through the sandy soil. Water drains easily. Drains easily means if you have observed on the seashore, the water which is coming off the waves is coming near your legs and it is being absorbed very quickly by that sand. So it is easy to plow this soil. You can easily plow this soil. There is no difficulty while plowing it, but it is less fertile. You are not supposed to grow any crop on it because it is having less fertility. This is because of the particles of the sandy soil are made up of the minerals like silicon dioxide. These particles do not dissolve in water and therefore the soil has very little capacity to supply the nutrients. So the particles which are present in this soil are like, they are not supposed to dissolve in water that much. Therefore the soil has very less capacity to supply the nutrients. Now silt soil. Silt soil means what? The normal soil you can see by looking at the picture itself. It has been observed at our area too. The particles of the silt soil are medium in size. Silt soil is not as plowable as sandy soil. It is very difficult to plow because there might be many things present in it which can cause the, what we can say, it is being like an which can disturb while plowing us. This soil contains a large proportion of organic materials. Its capacity to supply the nutrients is much greater. Organic nutrients means organic material means the organic which are not consisting of any chemicals, the natural one. Its capacity to supply nutrients is much greater. Silt soil is also called as sedimentary soil. So these types of soil is also called as sedimentary soil, and they are supplying the nutrients at very best level. Now the clay soil, which is used for preparing the idols and all. In this soil, the proportion of the small particles is maximum. If you can see, the particles are very more small particles. The particles of the clay soil feel smooth to touch. They are very smoothly like. Clay soil has the higher water holding capacity. You can see in this experiment also, we have just now seen that the clay which was present in the sea area, they have added that clay in that funnel. So the water which is going down is very less. But if you have seen in the sand, it is going very fast. Okay. So the next part of this is what? Soil structure. Now, the structure of the soil depends upon the different shapes of the particle in it. If you have seen the particles which are present in that particular soil, it decides the structure of the soil. Soil occurs in form of columnar, laminar and granular as well as block shaped structure. You can see they have been formed in column type. They can be also seen in laminar type. The second one, you can see them as a granular type. And third one, they can be seen as a block shaped structure, which is been seen at the barren areas. Okay, the importance of soil structure. The fertility of the soil depends upon the soil structure. It is totally dependent on it. For example, how much humus content is there present on that soil, it is also dependent on it. The advantages of the good soil structures are: roots get sufficient supply of oxygen. Whatever the oxygen is required for the plant, it is not that they are also requiring nitrogen. So roots are getting enough supply of oxygen, and water drainage part is good of the good soil. Therefore, roots of plants grow well. Okay, the uses of soil and the next part which is there, which is very important, we will see in the next lecture. I hope you have understood this. Just go through this video and try to understand each and everything very clearly. Thank you.